On iCan Media right now, I'd like to introduce you to Renee Matsalla. You're with FPI Marketing Technology, and your talk today had to do with online brand management. Perhaps you can give us a brief synopsis before we get into it.
Yes, so we're an online marketing company here in Calgary, and we really specialize in industrial type companies. So we do their online marketing, mostly to get sales, but we've been finding that our services have been great for recruitment, which is a very, very strained area here in Alberta. We're always looking for employees. It's always a challenge. So we really have found that working with our clients, social media and getting online not only brings you leads and sales, but also brings you really great employees.
Well, and that's one of the things in the synopsis to your session is that the workforce is expected to grow dramatically over the next few years, and they're struggling already getting people. So what are some of the tactics that people can use with social media to try and attract the right applicants?
Yeah. So social media is really great, especially LinkedIn. I'm sure everyone knows that LinkedIn is the primary recruitment social media platform, but blogs, Facebook and Twitter are very useful as well, and as Google Plus as well. I was mentioning in my presentation that Google Plus is getting very important for search engine rankings and also for your brand identity, and blogs are very important for developing your own interesting subject matter that interested people might, or employees might actually want to read. And of course, LinkedIn and Facebook is great for brand management. If you want to show people what you're like as a company, Facebook and LinkedIn, you can show that instantly. You can show that you're fun. You can show that you're interacting with other companies online. It's just a really great platform.
How do you know that you're getting the right applicant? Because right now you're getting the social media savvy people looking into it. They may not, depending on your company, I mean, if you're looking for a rig manager or something like that, a social media active person may not necessarily be the person that you're looking for.
Absolutely, and that is an issue. Of course, social media can't be your only recruitment platform, and especially to get older people, social media is not the place. But as we see, like for example on LinkedIn, there are specific groups for people that are rig electricians, that are HSC people, that are safety experts, and they're getting on LinkedIn and communicating. As long as you get to those groups, you can get some relevant people. But of course, as time goes by, we see yellow pages, newspapers, they're just getting less and less relevant. And unless you get online right away and build your platform online, you're just going to be behind in several years when everyone is online.
So would you still be at the forefront of the movement then, right now, if you were to get involved more heavily in social media? Is this the forefront, or have we sort of moved past that stage?
It depends on the industry.
Okay.
I'd say that here in kind of oil and gas and type industry, some companies are still behind. Of course, the big guys have figured it out, and they need to have social media, and they do it for PR as well. But I think if you're a smaller company, you can still really get ahead if you get on social media, because a lot of them aren't. Most of them aren't, actually.
You know why? Because it seems like a lot of work. That's why. It seems like a lot of extra, like the learning process and everything.
It is a lot of work, and that's why there are a lot of companies out there that can do it for you. There's also platforms that make it easier, like Hootsuite. Hootsuite is a really great platform where you put all of your social media in one, and then you can make one update, and everything's updated. And you can put it on your phone, too. That's the biggest thing you want to get on your phone.
Is it just as simple as getting past that learning curve and then the workload with social media drops off dramatically, or is there always a large workload with it?
There's always a pretty big workload. Of course, there is a learning curve, but once you kind of get into your groove, maybe once a week you'll post something, maybe once a month. Just as long as you do it regularly, make sure you keep up with it, and you should be okay. But make sure maybe once a week, once a month. Don't leave it past 3 months. I've seen that a lot.
Yeah, and that's one of the things too, that if you're going to have a website, you're going to have a blog or even something on LinkedIn, you have to keep it up to date, because if you don't, people may wonder about, like that will affect your reputation, or has the potential to, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and it's better to just be on it. And I know a lot of people too are like, oh, we don't have a lot of likes, we don't have a lot of this. People don't care that much, especially in an industry where not a lot of people are online. They just want to see that you're current, you're up to date, you look active. If you're on social media and doing stuff actively all the time, you look like you're doing business. That's a really important aspect of it.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.